Three straight, but have clinched a play-in barely, the 10 seed in the West. But Steph Curry expected back tonight against the Rockets after missing the previous 27 games with a right knee injury. Here is Curry speaking on the return.
Feels great. It's been a long process, longer than I thought, but I'm just happy to have a little clarity and a little window to get back out there and try to get to the level I was playing at and finish the year strong. So I'm excited. Every day I wake up, first thing you think about is how does it feel. So that unpredictability was definitely a struggle throughout the whole process, and even still now, because as good as I do feel now, I hope it stays that way. It's just a matter of, getting out there and seeing.
We're going to see tonight against the Rockets. Right now, you are seeing NBA reporter Tim McMahon on your screen. Tim, good morning. Howdy to you. What do you think the goal is with Steph returning to this lineup with 5 games left in the regular season?
Howdy, partners. The goal for the rest of the regular season is to chip off rust, try to establish some sort of a rhythm after sitting out basically a third of the season. Obviously hoping that knee doesn't act up on him again, that he's not dealing with soreness, with inflammation. And then the goal for the Golden State Warriors is real simple. Win 2 play-in games. The Warriors understand they're going to be in the 9-10 playoff or play-in game. This is not where they wanted to be, but this is the reality of the situation, and there's not an opportunity to move up. So they're going to have to win 2 play-in games to earn the right to play the top seed, very likely the defending champion, Oklahoma City Thunder, in the first round of the playoffs.
They have the Rockets, they have the Kings twice, the Lakers, and the Clippers. So not necessarily an easy last 5 games. Let's talk about the Lakers right now. Back-to-back massive blows to their roster. First Luka with the hamstring, now Austin Reaves with an oblique injury. How do you see the Lakers now, the 3rd seed in the West, getting through the regular season into the playoffs?
I mean, what a massive just blow to the Lakers after a spectacular March where they go 15-2, and Luka Doncic is lighting the league on fire. They've got this clearly established pecking order. Everything's fallen in place with LeBron James and this less is more number 3 option. Well, breaking news, LeBron James is the Lakers' primary option again at the age of 41 and is likely going to have to be through the first round of playoffs. These are 4 to 6 week type of injuries. So, the Luka Doncic are very unlikely to be ready for the start of the first round, maybe not at all in the first round. And the Lakers are going to have to fight just to hold on to the 3 seed. The one glimmer of good news I can give the Lakers, they're playing the Mavericks this evening, and they finish the season with the Utah Jazz. So they do have a couple of layups on the rest of the schedule, but how exactly they put the pieces together to be able to win a first-round series is unclear and quite a challenge for J.J. Redick and company.
5 games left in the regular season. As it sits right now, the 3-seed Lakers would match up in the first round with the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's Tim McMahon joining us this morning on SportsCenter with the latest of the goings-on in the Western Conference. Tim, much appreciated. In that graphic, but they will be mentioned right here. The NBA investigating Milwaukee for their handling of player participation policy in regards to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sources telling ESPN Shams Charania. Giannis and the Bucks have said different things about the 2-time MVP's health since he hyperextended his left knee on March 15th. The Bucks have not medically cleared him, but Giannis, who's been limited to just 36 games this year, says he's ready to play. Giannis speaking to reporters before the Bucks played the Celtics in Milwaukee, and he did not hold back. I'm saying it publicly. I want to play. He went on to say that he is available and questioned, do I look like I'm not available? The Bucks have been eliminated from the playoffs, yet still, I don't know what game is being played right here. I just don't want to be a part of it. Giannis said the Bucks should know his desire to play when healthy, given the fact he spent his entire career in Milwaukee. Quote, you know who you're dealing with. For somebody to come and tell me not to play or compete, it's like a slap in my face. I don't know where the relationship goes from here. We've got to go to couples therapy. Giannis also talked about his desire to play with Alex, his younger brother, who made his NBA debut Sunday, saying, you really think I don't want to suit up and play with my brother? Anybody who thinks that is an idiot. The Bucks responded after their 32-point loss to the Celtics.
The tough part about all this is I'm in the middle and I have nothing to do with it. Coaches don't decide any of this. But the problem with our league is the coaches are the ones sitting out front, and we have to sit here and answer this stuff. And I think there are two sides to this. I will tell you that. But I don't want to get too involved in it. I decided long ago that's not for me to get involved in the rest of this stuff. I don't like it, though. I don't. I just don't like that this is so public, and it shouldn't be. This is a grown man's game, and it should be handled that way by everybody. And so I don't like when it's this he said, she said stuff. It's not good. And so just from that seat, the fact that I have to sit up here and keep addressing it, it bothers me. And we need to do something about it.
After he got hurt in December, Shams reported the Bucks have opened discussions about Giannis's future. He re-injures the calf, and then the trade deadline passes with Giannis still in Milwaukee. 2 weeks ago, Shams reported the Bucks want Giannis to end his season, and here we are now with an NBA investigation into the Bucks missing a career-high 41 games this season. 2 extended absences with calf strains.
You might imagine Giannis not suiting up. Gary said it. Not suiting up at home in this game against the Celtics. This is a playoff matchup for about 3 straight seasons, not too long ago. And now the Bucks are going to be watching the playoffs on TV. That was Jaylen Brown putting the Celtics up by 20. Jason Tatum had a threes, 4 of 8 from distance. Celtics led by 20 at halftime. It's 75 points in the first half. They're ahead by 30 after Tatum does that. He's just 1 assist shy of his second straight triple-double, something he's never done in his career. Could have had it, but he didn't play the fourth quarter, didn't need to. Jaylen Brown had 26. It's the 6th 30-plus point win of the season for the Celtics as Boston continues to roll. Our NBA reporter, Tim McMahon, joining us now on SportsCenter AM. Tim, what more can you share about this crossroads here between Giannis and the Bucks?
Howdy, partners. I mean, it sounds like Doc Rivers and John Horst, their general manager, maybe they need to go to couples therapy as well. This is an absolute mess in Milwaukee. It's been messy for a while. The Bucks, for years and years and years, have been committed to doing whatever they had to do, whatever they could do to keep Giannis in Milwaukee. And I just don't see how that makes sense. I don't see how anything other than a trade this summer makes sense for any of these parties. You've already had Wes Edens, one of the 2 Bucks owners, tell Ramona Shelburne that Giannis is either going to sign an extension this summer or they're going to trade him. But again, it's reached a point where the idea of building a contender around Giannis just seems so far-fetched, so just distant from reality that the Bucks are going to have to act in their best interest, which would be getting the best possible value for Giannis and giving him the fresh start that he just seems so close to actually coming out and asking for instead of beating around the bush.
Yeah. Their summer and their offseason is going to start pretty soon here because they are not going to the playoffs. Meanwhile, in the Western Conference, the Lakers are. They're the 3rd seed right now, Tim, in the Western Conference. However, they announced Luka will be sidelined through at least the remainder of the regular season with a left hamstring strain. As we near these NBA playoffs, what more can you tell us?
Well, they announced that it's a grade 2 hamstring strain, and that's concerning. That's trouble. The typical timeline for recovery on those is somewhere in the 4 to 6 week range. And you can do the math. That puts not just the start of the playoffs, but even the entire first round, perhaps beyond, in some serious jeopardy. The Lakers are 7-6 this year without Luka. They're going to have to play without him for a little while here. The onus is going to be on Austin Reaves and LeBron James, and it's a matter of if not when Luka's going to be able to play in the playoffs this year.
All right, Tim, we appreciate that. Want to see the Lakers at full Voltron going into the playoffs, so perhaps rest is a better part of valor here with Luka. That's